everybody, and welcome to the Round 2 Product Spotlight for October 2023. We've got a lot of interesting stuff to show you guys, a lot of really cool things in this month's video. So for model kits, there's going to be 7 new model kits to show off, including 2 all-new tools that we're really excited about. We're going to show off in die-cast two releases for 1/64 scale, one in Johnny Lightning, one in Racing Champions Mint, and then 3 1/18 scale Auto World cars. And we also have slot cars in Auto World to show you guys, HO scale. So we're going to do 2 releases for that and a new drag set. So we're going to do it a little different. Start off with the slot cars. So jumping into the slot cars, we're going to start off with a new release of our Super 3 chassis for you guys. This is a stock car release. Our Super 3 chassis, for those who don't know, that's our most advanced chassis. Has an inline motor. It's more tunable, so you can change a lot of the settings on it. First in the release is the 2008 Chevy Monte Carlo SS stock car. First variation here is in yellow, has a really cool white to black fade on the top, Super 3 graphics along the side, and the Auto World graphics on the hood, number 17. And then second, it's kind of a Wins dragster look with this purple number 83 here. Again, Auto World on that. Another great looking paint job for that 2008 Monte Carlo stock car. Next up is the Fords, the 2008 Ford Taurus. Version A is in red here. Number 2, American on the side of it. And then you've got the Taurus Show white and blue version. With that classic Ford blue on there, and of course the Ford on the hood. And then third, for the Super 3 cars, the 2008 Dodge Charger stock car. First version, the Thriller Race Team version, number 12. Has green... a greenish gold and a green net in there. And then the second version is a real lime green, number 37 Dodge car. And that's it for the Super 3. 3 cars in that, 2 color variations of each. We also have a new release for our Yesterday and Today series. This is the release where we take an older style muscle car, we'll do the older version, and then we'll do kind of today's version of it as well. So this is going to be 6 cars in this, 2 color variations for each. Starting off with the 1970 Dodge Challenger TA, version A in orange, with black striping, black hood, black vinyl top, and version B in silver, again with the TA striping, black vinyl top, black hood. So those are the yesterday cars. For the today version of the Challenger, again you've got A in the orange here. This is the SRT, striping along the side, black striping on the hood, and version B in silver, again matching the yesterday version. Next up, the 1965 Ford GT40 for yesterday, the Thunderjet. Silver for this first variation. These are similar to our street style GT40s that we did in Auto World True 1/64th, and then the version B in blue, Ford striping along the bottom there. And the today, of course, the 2005 Ford GT, first version here in dark gray, and with black striping on that. And then the version B in a dark blue with white striping. Next in the release, the 1969 Dodge Charger. Here it is in red, black vinyl top, and then the second version in brown with a black vinyl top. And you know what's coming next. Today, our 2021 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Red Eye. So this is a new body. We did the police car version, is the only version that's been out, so this is the first release for the regular Hellcat Red Eye. Of course in red for this first one. You got this copper orangey brown for the second variation. And then lastly, for slot cars, we do have a really nice exclusive 3-pack that we're working on. This is the Extraction Pack. This will be an Auto World store 3-pack that we are doing. It's got 3 of the 510s in it. So you've got the Golf version here in the blue and orange, the red version with the checkerboard top, and then the tan and green version. All really, really cool. Have the racing style front lip. There's a couple variations that we can do on that 510 body, and a really cool presentation in that 3-pack. That's what we have for the regular slot cars. We also have one track set for you guys, and this is one that we've had a lot of requests for, a new electronic drag racing set. So 13-foot drag racing set. We haven't done a drag set in a little while here. This is the Summit Motorsports Park Pro Racing Drag Strip, the Night Under Fire set. So we've got 2 4-gear cars in here, NHRA funny cars, John Force Racing. So you can see the 2 variations here on it. And then a look also at the back of the packaging here. On those 2 cars, the John Force and the Robert Height, number 5 and number 2. And some bits about that electronic start gate, electronic finish gate. These have foul light sensors, let you know if somebody jumps the light. Really fun, and it's been a long time since we put one of these electronic sets out. So really excited about that. That's everything that we've got going for slot cars. We're going to jump into the 1/64th diecast. So jumping into the 1/64 scale, we're going to start off with our latest release for Racing Champions Mint. This release has 3 cars in it, 2 color variations of each, starting off with a really cool one, the 1964 Chevy Impala Lowrider. First version in pink. And look at all those crazy lowrider graphics that we put on this car. There is graphics and tampos all over this thing. It's got really cool gold instead of chrome trim, so gold bumpers, front and rear. You got all the gold trim around the windows. It's got the gold wheels with white line tires on it, and a great looking lowrider stance there. And then the version B, equally just as cool, bright green. Again, a ton of different tampos on it. It's a totally different look than the first version. So completely different designs on there, not just a color swap. And it should be super cool. These lowriders have done pretty well for us in the past. Next up is the 1969 Pontiac GTO Arnie the Farmer Beswick. Version A is in orange with the Judge graphics on the side. Looks just like Arnie's car. A lot of really cool drag racing style graphics on that one. And the version B has a great look to it with this fade going all the way along the body lines of the car. Have a pale yellow with that fade around it. They did a great job on incorporating that fade onto this diecast. It really looks cool. So, and then lastly, we've got some couple of John Force cars and diecast for you guys. Starting with the John Force's 2021 NHRA funny car, the Peak blue and white. Of course, these have a lift-up body with all the detailed chassis underneath it. And then the second version is the Blue Def car, which was green and white. That was the 2022 NHRA funny car for that release. So that's everything for Racing Champions Mint. We also have a release for Johnny Lightning. This is our OK Used Cars releases. So 6 cars in this, 2 color variations of each. And we've got the 1964 Pontiac GTO starting out in black. It's got the chrome moon style hubcaps on it with red line tires. And then the second variation here is in brown. Again with red line tires on that. Next up, the 1980 Chevy Monte Carlo. 2-tone white. Great looking color on that one. And then chrome wheels, and then the second version is in gold and black 2-tone. And gold interior. Third in the release, the 1967 Buick GS 400. First one in gold with a black vinyl top. Red line tires on that one. And then the version B in Verde green. Again, red line tires and beige interior. And fourth, OK Used Cars, 1982 Chevy Corvette in white with the red interior. Black detailing on the roof there. white letter tires, chrome wheels, and then the second version, two-tone blue, so it's blue on the outside with blue interior. Again, a lot of great detailing on that, including the rear defrosters, white letter tires on that one as well. And fifth out of sixth in the release, the 1972 Olds 442 W30, first version in orange. Black vinyl top on that, tan interior. And second is in black, with tan interior on that one, and gold. There's gold stripes on the top. And lastly, for OK Used Cars, 1969 Chevy Camaro RSSS convertible. This first one looks really cool. Dark green with a lighter green interior. A lot of great detailing in that. You've got the striping on the side of it. RSSS, so it has the hidden headlights on the front. And the convertible, of course, with the top down. Second, a little more of an understated version, just the silver, the black striping and the black interior. Another great look for that. So that is everything that we've got in the 1/64 scale. Next, we're going to jump in and show you guys the three 1/18 scale cars. So with the 1/18 scale cars, we're starting off with the Chevy for you guys. The 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS in tuxedo black. Bright red interior, really looks awesome on this release. With the white SS striping. Has an opening hood with the 454 engine. Underneath, Goodyear white letter tires on it. Detailed chassis. What's really cool about this release, it is a Hemmings Muscle Machine cover car. So you can see the May 2011 issue that featured this car on the cover of it. But another thing that we've done is on this 1970 Chevelle, it has a new bumper and grille tooling. So the older tooling for this, the bumper stuck, it stuck out a little bit far from the front end, so that has all been retooled. The grill's been retooled to really make a good looking 1/18 scale diecast for this. You can get a look here at the back, a little bit of information about that cover car and the Hemmings Muscle Machines issue. Of course, has opening doors on this car as well for to see the interior, and there's a look at that detailed chassis underneath. So that's first for the 1/18 scale. Next up, another really cool car for you guys with some new tooling. This is 1972 Mr. Norm's Grand Spalding Special Supercharged Dodge Demon 340. Really long name for a really cool car. This one in gold with the black striping down the side of it, black detailing on the hood there, black interior. New tooling included in this one. We did the new grille for the front end. We did the supercharger is newly tooled to do this Mr. Norm's version. The bumper and the hood also are newly tooled on this. So a lot of parts that you've not seen on one of our Dodge Demons. Of course, this also has opening doors, hood, and there's also an opening trunk on this model. A look at the back, a little bit more information about this Mr. Norm's Demon. And then there's a look underneath at that detailed chassis. And then lastly, for the 1/18 scale cars, one muscle car and Corvette national car for you guys, the 1966 Dodge Charger. This version in metallic green has this really small orange pinstriping along the roofline, which looks really great against that green paint. Black interior on this one, a lot of detailing in that interior. Opening doors, hood, and also an opening trunk on this model. You get a look there at the information on the back and some pictures of that car at Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, owned by Steve Zielinski. We also put the whole story of the real car on the back of the packaging there. You can see it's really fun to collect these McCacken cars. Of course, detailed chassis on that one as well. And that is everything for the 1/18 scale. Stick around because the model kits have a lot of really cool stuff to show you guys. We'll jump into that now. All right, so jumping into the model kits, this is a really exciting month. As I mentioned, 2 all-new tools for you guys. A lot of stuff for the car guys, and some stuff not for the sci-fi, but for the science nonfiction. So we've got, starting off with cars, the AMT Green Hornet 1/25th scale Black Beauty. You guys have really been waiting on this to be released in 1/25th scales. You know we did it under Polar Lights in 1/32nd. This is all new tooling completely from the ground up on this car. We did a lot of research on this to get it right, and it has a ton of really awesome features included in this kit. So for starters, the box art is awesome. with that vintage style look. It goes really well with our new Batmobile Bad Guy Edition artwork, so really comic book looking. Also includes Green Hornet and Kato figures in this, which is really neat. And then you can get a look here at some of the really awesome features that are included on this kit. So you got a front gas gun, front rocket launchers, the rear gun, scanner satellite, rear rocket launchers. It's got brooms underneath for the tires. The interior has a ton of cool screens and dashes and telephones and stuff included in it. You can display it with all these gadgets either opened or closed. All the gadget doors are included. Same thing with the headlights. They can be displayed opened or closed. There's a couple different lens options as well, where we've got parts that are molded in infra green, clear. We've got parts that are molded in red for the taillights. We got some clear parts. There's a look here at some of the interior pieces, so you can see all those telephones I was talking about. Of course, the figures that are included, and then a look on the back of the box with the buildup of it. This one with the headlights being shown with the green lenses in there. Get a better look at those figures included on this kit. This is really awesome, and we can't wait to see you guys build these up. And again, another big list of all the cool little features that are included in this Green Hornet Black Beauty. So these will be able to be built up soon. I believe they're up for pre-order now. So we'll keep going with the car kits. Also, the 1969 Plymouth Barracuda. This is a 3-in-1 kit. Comes with a lot of pretty cool parts in this. There's pad printed tires included. Of course, an all-new decal sheet. Stuck with that vintage style packaging for it. Great looking box art on the front here. You can see all these optional features that are included. As I said, a 3-in-1, so it comes with a lot of different stuff. You got options for carbs. I think there's 3 different wheel options in this kit. These 2 aftermarket ones, or a stock style wheel. You've got the racing hood scoop, the racing console, and then you can see those decal sheets, a couple different options for striping, and a look at the parts tree on the back for that 3-in-1 kit. Next up for automotive, another cool race car, 64 Ford modified stocker. So we've been doing a lot of these modified stockers lately. This some of the features in this one, we did a pad printed windshield net for it, pre-lettered racing tires that are included. We updated the decal sheet for it, kept the vintage packaging again for this version. You can see here, 427 wedge engine that comes with the kit. Be built up with the engine. You got the side braces and the front and rear tubular bumpers, grill guard, and even a tow bar that is included with that kit. It's just a look at some of the other modified stockers on that side of the packaging there. And then the parts tree on the back. You can see all those parts and pieces and a little bit of that decal sheet that is included with this kit. And also for automotive in the 1/25th scale, the 1970 Challenger RT. This is part of our USPS series, so what's really cool about this series, the artwork is always taken from a postage stamp. So this was part of a USPS postage stamp, and also, instead of doing the normal cardboard box, we do metal tins for this series, so it's great to store your model tools in or whatever you'd like. And the box art all around always has cool postage stamp stuff going on. This kit comes with some options with a removable roof, a couple different hood options, optional spoilers, body stripe decals. There's another look at that box art on the side. And then the back of the box there, printed right on the tin, is a parts tree. Sticking with the last of the 1/25th scale, I'm going to show you guys what we have for big rigs. This is the exterior post van trailer, Fruhoff 40 foot. Of course, 1/25th scale of 40 feet for this model kit. A lot of detailing in this. It's got functional rear doors. It has sliding suspension on it, expanded decal sheet. Again, vintage style packaging. You've got the Dorn decals included with this one as well. You can see some of those features included on here. All the tires that come with this kit, 8 truck tires, I believe. Again, looking at that sliding suspension, the support assembly, you can build it raised or ready to roll. You've got the F2 tandem suspension here. And this is just a look at some of the tractors that we've put out recently that you can match up with this kit, with this trailer kit. And there's that parts tree on the back where you can see all those parts and pieces included. So 143 parts to put together with this trailer. A lot of our truck kits are 250 to 300 parts sometimes. So if you got winter will be coming around, this would be a great one to pick up for a long building project. And then lastly, for automotive, the 1/16 scale 55 Chevy Bel Air hardtop is back. We did the convertible version a couple years back. This is 2-in-1, so you can build it stock or custom. There's some cool custom options included with it. We've expanded the decal sheet. I'll show you guys some of the cool features on that decal sheet here. There's white wall tire options and the vintage style packaging included on this. So on that decal sheet, of course, a big sheet for the 1/16 scale. You've got all these flames that you can add to it, stripes, a couple different options for license plates, gauges, and then being this bigger kit, there are some other pretty cool parts included, like pieces for engine hosing and things like that underneath. Some of the custom parts, there's a turbocharger system included in the kit with a four barrel carb, finned valve covers. There's different wheel options, Krager style wheels. There's side pipes included on this kit, a hood scoop, Rally GT tires, and then there's a look at the parts tree on the back for that big 1/16 scale Bel Air. And as I said, ending it off, another new tooling. This is a really, really cool kit for all you space guys. The Artemis 1 kit here, 1/200 scale. Again, completely tooled from the ground up for this new NASA spaceship. This has a lot of really cool features in it, so it's a pretty easy kit to put together. Not a ton of parts included in it, only 38 detailed parts. You can see 19 inches tall once it builds up. It has a display stand included, and it also has a full color booklet that has a lot of pictures and a lot of really neat information about the Artemis 1. It's a really fun read through if you're kind of if you're a space fan. And then you can see on the side here a little bit of the decal sheet that's included in here, and also the deco guide that will be in there, along with the informational booklet. And another look there on the side, a bit about that booklet. And that's we are really excited to see you guys building these up. So really, really cool new space kit. So that's everything that we've got for the month of October in model kits. 1/64 scale, 1/18 scale, and slot cars for you guys. So thank you again for supporting us and watching these videos. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, do that and like the videos. It helps us grow. It helps the hobby grow. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And again, thank you so much for your support. We'll see you in November.